AOL won it in a settlement with a spammer who they say sent out 1 million messages on things like porn and fake college degrees. Now, AOL sued that spammer last year, and this is the settlement now. The company won't give the spammer's name, saying the settlement is confidential. But AOL does say the car has California plates, 18,000 miles, and a price tag of about $50,000. So how does this end up in your driveway? Well, AOL is giving it away in a drawing to one of its members. You have to fill out a form online, and if you're not already a member, well, sorry, it is too late. However, AOL executives say they are turning now to taking spammers' toys because the spammers often claim they just have no money to pay off their settlements when it comes time to settle, but they do have a lot of luxuries like mansions and sports cars. Reporting live, Carrie Tomlinson, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, does the thought of going to work make you physically ill? Well, don't blame your job, blame your desk. You may be suffering from something called irritable desk syndrome. According to a new survey, working long hours at a cluttered desk can actually make you sick. To prevent IDS, sit up straight, take regular breaks, and also organize to prevent clutter. Also, adding personal touches to your workstation can help you feel more relaxed.
There's a syndrome for everything, Wayne. Well, you might be getting ready for bed, expecting to get 8 hours of sleep, but many of us aren't sleeping as long as we should, and new research shows that could be affecting our health.
Yeah, I don't think he wants this right now, Max.
For Gwen Hicks, juggling 3-year-old Maggie and 6-month-old Hunter with work means sleep gets sacrificed. She says she usually only gets between 5 to 6 hours a night, often interrupted by the kids.
I really could probably fall asleep, well, at least I think I could fall asleep pretty much anywhere, anytime.
But for many Americans like Gwen, that could be doing more than just making you tired. Research shows it can actually increase your risk of certain diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and even obesity.
And when you don't sleep well, you may have a diminished metabolism, and therefore you don't burn the calories that perhaps someone with good 8 hours of sleep may do.
It's not just adults getting too little rest. A new study from the National Sleep Foundation says increasingly children also aren't sleeping enough. Toddlers need about 12 to 14 hours of sleep a day, preschoolers 11 to 13 hours, and school-age children 10 to 11 hours. But on average, the study says kids sleep about 30 minutes to an hour a night less. It might not sound like much, but it adds up, and it can mean problems with attention and schoolwork. Experts say getting to bed and up at the same time every day, limiting caffeine, and keeping TVs out of the bedroom can all help you get some extra Z's.
Now, just last week, researchers found long sleepers, people who sleep more than 8 hours a night, have just as many sleep complaints as short sleepers, those who get less than 7 hours a night. Both long and short sleepers had more problems than those who slept a full 8 hours. They even shared similar complaints, ranging from difficulty falling asleep, waking up during the night, daytime sleepiness, or waking up too early.
News across America tonight. Scott Peterson's attorney is accusing a woman of lying to get on the jury in that high-profile murder case. Lawyer Mark Garagos questioned the woman about a recent bus trip in which she allegedly bragged about passing the test to get on the jury. Under oath, the woman denied, saying Peterson was guilty as hell and would get what's due him. 31-year-old Peterson is accused of killing his wife, Lacey, and their unborn son. More than 100 people are now involved in the search for missing University of Wisconsin student Audrey Sealer. She disappeared Saturday morning. An apartment building surveillance tape shows Sealer leaving without her coat or purse. Police are now reviewing files of sex offenders and other people with criminal records who live in that area. Police think they may have found the body of a California girl who's been missing for more than a month. The body has not been positively identified, but the clothing is similar to what 15-year-old Selena Valle was wearing when she was last seen. On Sunday, a couple out on a hike spotted the body near an area where search crews have looked dozens of times before.
My wife is looking out in the distance, and she starts tapping me on the shoulder. Stop, stop. What's the matter? So I think I seen a body back here. I seen the foot, and I seen the shoe, and then the deteriorated body, and then he said, oh, man.
Selena was last seen at a late-night house party in Hanford, California. That was back in February.
A dominatrix could end up behind bars in Massachusetts. One of her clients had a heart attack while she was performing for him. But that's not why she's in trouble. She's accused of hacking up his body and then dumping it in the trash to hide the evidence. KPTV's Glenn Jones has the story.
Clients knew her as Mistress Lauren. Defendant Barbara Asher back to court, asking a judge to toss out her murder charge.
We're not talking.
She's accused of killing 53-year-old father of 4, Michael Lord. Prosecutors say he hired Asher for a dominatrix sex act that likely caused a fatal heart attack. Asher admitted to police she and her boyfriend then cut up the corpse with a saw and dumped it somewhere in Maine. But later Asher recanted that story. Today in court, Asher's lawyer argued her client's recanted, uncorroborated confession isn't enough for a murder trial. Public defender Stephanie Page said there's a theory and allegation, but there is just no proof. Investigators never found Michael Lord's body. They searched in Maine for 8 days. They also never found the saw, a witness, or Asher's alleged accomplice. It's believed he fled to Argentina. The strongest evidence was her confession, but that was before Asher had a lawyer and before she changed her tune. Today, Asher's attorney even floated the possibility Michael Lord is still alive, telling the judge it's a live issue whether or not he's even dead. 2 of Lord's sons were in court to hear the remark, but refused comment as they left the courthouse.
That was Glenn Jones reporting. Asher faces charges of manslaughter. She has filed a motion to dismiss the case. The ruling should come back soon. If it's denied, she'll go to trial sometime this summer.
Illinois officials want to know how a 6-year-old girl died. She was possibly strangled from a jump rope that was hanging from a ceiling fan. Cassia Dickerson's parents told police that she was playing with the rope on their bed, throwing it over the fan and swinging on it, and apparently she was strangled by it. When the emergency crews arrived, the girl's father, Reverend Carl Dickerson, was giving her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
We just saw a lot of police cars, it was just a lot of police cars that was out here. The family had already gone to the hospital. Cassia was just a beautiful, beautiful little girl. I mean, beautiful, just the sweetest little girl you can ever imagine.
Cassia was rushed to a nearby hospital, then airlifted to the University of Chicago Hospital, where she later died.
A Norwalk, Ohio couple is facing child endangerment charges after their 1-year-old was found high on pot. The baby's parents dropped him off at his grandparents' house. The boy's grandparents took him to the emergency room after noticing he had glazed eyes. Doctors called police after finding high levels of THC. The couple is also facing drug possession charges. The boy is in the custody of his grandparents tonight. Illinois officials want to know how a 4-year-old got her hands on crack cocaine. The girl brought the bag of rocks to a preschool last week, telling everyone it was candy. The 4-year-old says she got the narcotic from her mother's bedroom, but now she says she found it outside her home. The entire town is shocked by the discovery.
I would kill the person wherever he got him from. Well, I shouldn't say kill. I wouldn't be happy with the person. You know, I found out who it was. There would be consequences to pay for.
The girl's mother says the cocaine was dropped in her driveway by someone she knows. Both the girl and her brother will live with relatives until the state's attorney finishes his investigation into this matter.
It's sickening. It makes me sick to my stomach to think that my daughter, I have trusted this man.
A Chicago area school principal is under arrest after police say they found child pornography on his home computer. Federal agents arrested Dr. Joseph Nurek at his home Friday night, confiscating a computer as well as CDs and videotapes containing sexual images of boys aged 12 to 15. Police say there are no allegations of Nurek having involvement with any children, but a student says that Nurek's behavior was at times odd.
Sometimes he gets really close to me, but I never noticed it. I never paid attention. I thought he was just like that because, we're best friends.
Nurek has been principal at the school for the last year and a half. School officials told parents that a background check turned up nothing of concern.
A Boston college football player is facing kidnapping and assault charges tonight. Jeffrey Gomolinski is accused of keeping his 18-year-old girlfriend locked up in his dorm room over the weekend. The girlfriend eventually got away, but says Gomolinski chased her to her car. The 20-year-old punter is due in court May 4th.
Some students in the OC are on alert tonight for a cougar. A security camera caught the cat on video wandering near the Orange County High School. Wildlife officials say that cougars are common in the area, but that the big cats usually don't come into cities. Both teachers and students in Rancho Santa Margarita are being told to look out tonight. Philadelphia animal control officers got a big surprise when police brought them what they thought was a dog. Turns out it wasn't a dog. It is a wolf. A man came to claim the wolf, but animal control officers decided that they would turn it over to a sanctuary instead. The man had been raising not only that wolf, but also another one in his apartment.
Tonight, an 80-year-old Michigan woman is dead after she drove her car into a swimming pool. Investigators think she was having a heart attack and then accidentally hit the gas pedal. The woman drove through 2 lanes of traffic and crashed into a fence before ending up in the pool. Firefighters were not able to help her.
Firefighters in Arizona are still battling a nearly 1,800-acre wildfire tonight. That blaze is raging in the Tonto National Forest. Officials think a ridge will stop the fire from getting too close to the nearby town of Pine. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Actor Jason Patrick is posing in front of a different camera tonight. The star is charged with public intoxication and resisting arrest. A cop car dash cam caught the whole thing on tape. According to police in Austin, Texas, Patrick and a group of friends were standing in a downtown street at 3 a.m. Police asked them to move, and Patrick reportedly said, "No way." From there, the actor reportedly shoved the officer. Patrick is out on bail tonight.
Still ahead tonight, meet a dog that really likes to go for rides.
Yeah, but this pooch doesn't need a car, just a skateboard. Check it out ahead.
And the Ducks square off against Michigan in the NIT Final Four. Could they shake the curse of Madison Square Garden? Tim has the highlights next.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Now's the time to get great Toyota values. Like 1.9% financing or $1,000 customer cash on your choice of our tough trucks. There's the powerful Tundra, which Consumers Digest rated a Best Buy, along with the mighty Tacoma, rated a most dependable compact pickup by J.D. Power and Associates. Don't miss Toyota's nationwide sales event with legendary quality, incredible selection, and values. Hey, what's not to like?
Nothing in my life is fun anymore.
I'm tired all the time and don't have energy to go out.
My wife says I'm irritable and need to be more patient with the kids.
I don't sleep well.
Sound like you? These can be warning signs of depression. If you're depressed, you may qualify for an investigational medication research study. All research-related care and study-related medication are provided at no cost to you. We may be able to help you understand depression. Call Summit Research Network at 503-228-CARE.
Convenient locations, innovative design, and unsurpassed value is what JLS has built its reputation on. With 8 new communities priced from $130,000 to over $300,000, JLS has the perfect home for your budget and lifestyle. Utilizing the industry's most reputable subcontractors, quality is not an afterthought. It is our only thought. Ed Mullen Plumbing, preferred by contractors, specializing in new construction and remodeling. A locally owned and operated business with quality products provided by Plumbing Material Supply.
The Mariners put on a show at the plate, how they crushed the Chicago Cubs. Coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
So I'm just getting a coffee, and I'm talking to Wayne Gretzky. I mean, Wayne Gretzky.
We sign up for it?
Yeah, if you don't mind. And this other guy asked me to pass him the soy milk, and he's wearing like this Quest shirt. I'm just like, dude, can I get your autograph?
We made some big changes at Quest, and people are noticing. Now you can add nationwide wireless to all your other Quest services for great savings, all on one bill. Quest Wireless, 500 minutes, just $34.99 a month.
It's not bad. You can sit there and...
Quest, you're the greatest.
What's going on here? We like to call it our spirit of service in action.
Furniture Connection is having its first spring clearance sale. Check out this super plush microfiber sofa, available in 12 different colors, was $5.99, now just $4.99. Or this solid oak mission bed, regularly $4.99, now just $2.99. And this oak Sundance youth bed with headboard, footboard, rails, and storage was $4.99, now $2.99. Now is the time to save. Furniture Connection, where great furniture meets great prices.
Whoa. Digital widescreen high-definition TVs with digital auto convergence and HD component video inputs, plus high-speed velocity scan modulation. Don't touch.
Hey guys, check out the game in high def.
Sweet.
Now pay no interest for 2 years or get 10% off all TVs $399 and up. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours. Best Buy.
Welcome back, everybody. Something about Madison Square Garden that makes the Ducks just fold up their wings and crash to earth. Their last 2 trips to the NIT Final Four resulted in semifinal losses. Would the third time be a charm? Luke Jackson did everything he could to make it happen. Down 5 early, he threw up a tough shot and drew the foul. Seconds later, on the fly, Jackson converts again. 7 straight points, put him ahead 17-15, but Michigan goes on an 11-0 run with hot perimeter shooting. Chris Hunter there. Ducks close again. Aaron Brooks makes it 26-22, but they only hit 3 long balls in the first half. Wolverines hit 8. Deion Harris opens a 10-point lead. Then Harris with a steal. Michigan's defense smothered Oregon all night long. They led by 14 at halftime. That grew to 21 before Jackson came after him again. The fast break layup. Oregon down 15, but they just simply couldn't find a way to work past the Wolverines to get a decent shot. Bernard Robinson with another takeaway. He goes it solo at the other end to make it 62-42 Michigan. And I think we'll spare you the rest, gang, because it only got worse. The Ducks shoot under 38% for the game and get blown out by 25 points. 78-53. Jackson had 13 of his 17 in the first half for the Ducks, who finished the season 18-13. Other half of the semifinals, Rutgers leading Iowa State with seconds to go, but Jake Sullivan, his only three-pointer of the game, forced overtime. In overtime, Sean Aksani gives the Scarlet Knights the lead for good. Rutgers winning 84-81, so they will play Michigan for the championship on Thursday. Great finish in the women's Midwest region final. Stanford down 2 to Tennessee, but Nicole Powell ties it 60-all with 44 seconds left. Other end, clock winding down. Tasha Butt scores with 1.7 seconds to play. Tennessee up by 2. Stanford, one last chance. Look at the perfect pass, but Powell's shot at the buzzer bounces off of the rim, and Tennessee overcomes 31 from Powell, advancing to the Final Four with a 62-60 win. The Mideast finalist is Minnesota. They knock off top seed Duke there, 82-75. Well, talking about a possible new home for the Montreal Expos today, Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig mentioned all the usual suspects: Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, Las Vegas, etc., etc. But he left Portland out. Turns out it was just an oversight by Selig, and Portland is still in the running, hoping to have a stadium financing plan complete by late June. Meantime, the Expos got into it with Florida Marlins today after Montreal's Josh Karp hit Mike Lowell twice with a pitch. The second one prompts this face-off between the two players. Both benches eventually clear, but nobody threw any punches. They're saving that for the regular season, gang. The Mariners kept their mouths shut, used their bats to wallop the Chicago Cubs today. Raul Ibanez, an RBI single. Dan Wilson at the plate, and that's an RBI double. Just a couple of the 19 hits they got off of the Cubs pitching today. Quentin McCracken hits his 3rd home run of the season right here. And the attack just didn't stop till the Mariners had themselves a 16-4 win. And against Chicago pitching, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a high-scoring game.
Thanks, Tim. We have an update to our top stories, also the pinpoint forecast just ahead in the 11 o'clock headlines.
Plus, some doggone fun on the streets of New York City. See this pooch cut it up after the break.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
This segment of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Mattress World.
We made a double special purchase.
A Sealy Posturepedic or a Simmons Beauty Rest Pillow Top Queen Set for just $5.99.
That's right, a Posturepedic or Beauty Rest Pillow Top Queen Set for just $5.99.
And free delivery, free removal, and a free 90-day comfort guarantee.
Don't forget, no interest for 1 full year. Quantities are limited.
Mattress World's hard-to-find locations will save you money.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
If we can't beat any price on any comparable mattress, then the mattress is free.
Here's Greg Wentworth in the big backyard at Wilsonville Chevrolet.
We're playing golf in the big backyard. Practice greens, driving range. We're using real balls. Cars, people. The backyard's full of cars and customers. 4.5 acres of Suburbans, Tahoes, Chevy trucks, and hundreds of used SUVs. Huh. Mine.
Wilsonville Chevrolet, the dealer with the big backyard.
Turn to break.
Oh, boy.
On the next, Seinfeld.
Tonight at 11 on Fox 12 Oregon.
Home is playing after school. Home is a relaxed Saturday morning. Home is talking to a friend. Home is reading her favorite story again. Coldwell banker Barbara Sue Seal can help you find the way home and make it easier for you. From beginning to end, your Coldwell banker realtor has the resources to make the entire process faster and easier. Visit us today at cbseal.com and see how we can help you find the way home.
Wow, this is new.
Yep, brand new.
So classic, but so today.
That's what I said.
It's everything you love about the original, just streamlined.
The best part?
What?
It's boneless.
What?
KFC's new secret recipe filet, 100% chicken breast, no skin, no bones, but all 11 herbs and spices. Now with 2 sides and a biscuit for just $4.99. For the taste of Kentucky Fried Chicken, no bones about it. You got a KFC what's cooking.
It's Toyota's nationwide sales event with so much selection and lots of great values. Hey, what's not to like?
Now it's time to take a look at the 11 o'clock headlines. Authorities are searching for a female bank robber who hit a Vancouver bank. Also, police need your help looking for an attempted kidnapping suspect. And we're learning more about the Portland police officer involved in Sunday's deadly shooting. KPTV's David Wilson reports tonight from North Portland.
Well, the memorial for Jahar Perez continues to grow tonight, as does the outpouring of support for him and his family. But there is also support tonight in Beaverton for 29-year-old Jason Seri, the Portland police officer who fatally shot Perez last Sunday night. At the Southwest Bible Church in Beaverton, Seri's friends say they stand behind him and support him and his family. They describe Seri as a trustworthy individual with a very strong character. Tonight, the church members say they pray for peace for the entire city. Now, the investigation into this case is scheduled to be completed sometime next week. Jason Seri is on paid administrative leave. In North Portland, David Wilson, the 10 o'clock news.
Oregon City Police are looking for a man they say tried to kidnap a woman walking alone. They say he tried to force her into his pickup truck, but she fought him off and ran home. Police plan to release a sketch of that suspect in the morning. A female bank robber strikes again, this time in Vancouver. They say she robbed the West Coast Bank on Highway 99 this morning. And just like she did in Salem, police say she handed the bank teller a threatening note and then disappeared with the cash.
And Mark Nelson's here now with a final check of our pinpoint forecast. Sunshine or rain in the morning?
I think no rain, but I think it'll be pretty cloudy and pretty cool out there. Temperatures in the 30s. It's going to feel more like March should feel. But more sunshine does come back on Thursday, and I don't have any rain in the 7-day forecast, which I mentioned earlier. I've never done in the month of March or April.
Congratulations.
Unheard of.
Right,
doing a good job.
Mark. Finally tonight, no skateboarding in the park and no dogs off a leash.
Yeah, if those were the rules here, this little doggie would be breaking 2 rules at once. But instead, this bulldog named Sabrina is wowing fans, appearing on Fox News Channel this morning. And Sabrina's an English bulldog, seems to really have the skating knack there. Look, she can even flip it over on herself there. And perhaps being built low to the ground is really an advantage doing this, huh?
She's a tough chick.
She's as good as those monkey dogs. What are those things?
The rodeo monkeys.
The rodeo monkeys.
The dogs, right? Yeah, that's it. Or the water skiing squirrel.
Yeah.
They're all right up there, about even. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody, for the latest news, weather, traffic, sports. Make sure you check out Good Day Oregon from 5 to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning right here on Fox 12.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow. I'm glad they're showing this again. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow night right here at 10 o'clock.
Good night.
Thank you for...
If we can't be